Welcome back to my channel, my dear students. Today we will start the second chapter of our class 10th mathematics, that is a polynomial. See, in polynomial, if you see, this polynomial is a concept from the algebra of the branch of the mathematics. Actually, before going to the polynomial, first we shall understand what is the algebra. In algebra, how it is related, because we know that polynomial is a part of the algebra. Hence, we should know how it is a part. Then we shall further discuss about the how it is related and how the polynomial is important concept in the mathematics. And everyone knows that a polynomial is a part or the subject or the concept. But one thing do you know? Polynomial is also the language of the mathematics. How it is so? Everything we will discuss one by one and step by step. Let's get started with our basic concept of the algebra. What is the algebra? You do all know that algebra is a branch of the mathematics. How it has arisen? How this is algebra has arisen? If you see, I will take one example. In a class, let's take 40 students are there. 40 students in a class. Each name, I will say, is Ram, Santosh, Padmini and Sita. In such way, like that 40 number of students are in the class. Is it possible to call each students in every time? It is impossible to call each students every time. Then we can use the one word in place of this 40 student. If the class is the 8th A, then we can say 8th A is the replacement of 40 students. This one word replaces the 40 students. In the same way, in the mathematics also, in so many instances or in so many cases that we can see there is a one number. We cannot use the one number at each instant. At an instant, we can use the more than one numbers also. But at the same instant, using the more than one number is something bit confusing for us. Example, if I'll say the fraction is the 5 by 7. You might say, sir, why is the fraction only 5 by 7? It may be 1 by 2 also. It may be 3 by 4 also. It may be 10 by 8 also or 8 by 10 also. In such way, any number can be fraction. But how can you use, I can use the only 5 by 7 or only 1 by 2 or only 3 by 4. Means here, I can't use the only single number. For this, I can replace a word or a number which will be understand all the fractions. Example, if I say is the P by Q. P is the one number and Q is the one number. A complete is the one fraction. See, here P and Q are the variables. What is variable? The word what is variable here? See, variable is a word or is a letter generally brought from our English alphabets. These English alphabets, as we know, the P, Q, X, Y, these all are the English alphabets. They are brought here to explain some of or to represent some of the numbers in the mathematics. Means now whenever these English alphabets are using in the mathematics, then it is termed as the algebra. In this algebra, here see that we are simply representing instead of numbers. Here, and this instead of numbers, the letters which we are representing, we are calling as the variables. And in some cases, for constants also, we can represent the alphabets. Means here, the English alphabets we can use for the constants and we can use for the variables. Then what is constant and what is variable? That the meaning itself signifies that constant means something which value cannot be changed. Means example, if I say that 5 is a value which never changes. But whereas variable means the meaning itself signifies vary plus able, means the value which can be varies. The value which can be varies. That is called the variable. Example, if I say that P is the one variable, means P is represented of only 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 or any number. It may be real number, it may be rational number, anything which can be represented instead of the number, that is the variable. Now we bit understood about what is the constant and what is the variable. Now we shall discuss for them some of the coefficients, what are the terms and everything. What is constants and what is variables, we understood clearly. Now we will go to the what is coefficient. Before going to the coefficient, just I will ask a question, what is polynomial? See, polynomial, poly means the meaning itself signifies many. We know the polygon. What is polygon? Polygon means many sides. If you see, if it is a triangle, if it is a rectangle, sorry, if it is a quadrilateral, in the same way we can say this is a pentagon. These three are this is a triangle and quadrilateral and pentagon. These names implies basing on their number of sides. Here the number of sides is 4, that's it is a quadrilateral. Here the number of sides is 3, that's it is a triangle. Here the number of sides is 5, that's why this is a pentagon. But in the same way, in the mathematics also, basing on the number of terms. Here, what is terms here? See, what is terms here? If I say 5x square minus 3x plus 4, this is a one polynomial. Here, how many terms are there? And what are this plus and what is this minus and what is this x and this all are? We'll discuss little bit by bit. See first, that whenever we listen about the word the polynomial, we just complex. This is a word is a complex, very complex. Then we just confuse everything. What is this polynomial? Everything. Do you know this polynomial? We can say in our daily language also we can say the polynomial, but we can use the polynomial, but we are not using the polynomial in repeated manner. If we use the polynomial in a repeated manner, because polynomial is not only the concept, but also it is a language for the mathematics. Hence, how can we use the language at the polynomial? Just take my age is 60 years. If I write my age is 60 years, if I write in such way, my age is 2x plus 5 years, 2x plus 5 years, sorry, 2x plus 4 years, where I can write the value of the x. What is the value of the x here? If I write x is the 28, then this will be 2 into 28, this is the 56. Then 2 into 28 plus 4 is 56 plus 4 is the 60 years. Means we are never saying our age is or my age is the 2x plus 4 years. Rather, we can say is the 60 years. 60 is the number which we are generally using. But we are not using 2x plus 4 because 2x plus 4 is also the language. In the same way, here also we can say that every polynomial we can represent in the form of language. Now I will take another example to explain it very briefly. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are the numbers. Can I represent these numbers in the form of any variable? Yeah, I can. See, here x equal to 1, x equal to 2, x equal to 3, x equal to 4, x equal to 5. If I write the number 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, can I represent the form of the any polynomial or the any variable? Yeah. See, if 1 I can represent as the x square where x equal to 1. This 4 also x square where x equal to 2. Here 9 also x square, x equal to 3. Here 16 also x square, x equal to 4. The 25 is also x square where x equal to 5. In the same way, if I write here, see, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. Can I write the same number in the form of the any polynomial? Yeah, see here the 3 is the where the 2x plus 1 where x equal to 1. This 5 I can write is also the 2x plus 1 where x equal to 2. 2x plus 1, this is also x equal to 3. Here also 2x plus 1 where x equal to 4. It is also 2x plus 1 where x equal to 5. Means polynomial is also one of the languages where we can represent the same number in a versatile form or in a different form. See, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 1, 4, 9, 16, 25 and 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. These numbers are also one of the polynomials. The difference what we are feeling where they are the some unknown numbers, where they are the familiar numbers, because these numbers we are learned from the class, means where you can where you have started the education, but these are you learn from in the middle of your education or the studies. That's why we are just a bit confusing. These are also nothing but the numbers only the way we are representing in different form. That's why in mathematics is the 4 parts is important. One is the numbers, second is the variable, third one is the diagram, and fourth one is the words. And each one can be interchangeable. Means a number can be represented in the form of variable, or in the form of words, or in the form of diagram, or in the form of any way. Means a variable can be represented in the form of number, can be words, can be diagram. That means in mathematics these 4 are the interchangeable language. Only we have to understand in which way it is given, in which way we have to convert. See, here also one of the polynomial is given. Then now we'll understand what is the polynomial. Generally, it is I am comparing this polynomial with one sentence. Let's take my name is Santosh. See, let's take here the totally 4 words are there. If I say this is the, let's take x cube plus 5x square minus 3x plus 4. Here also 4 words are there. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4. Here also 1, 2, 3, 4. In each word is separated by a space. Here also each word separated by some plus or minus symbol. Means here the spaces are nothing but here the symbols of the plus and minus. And these words are nothing but here we can term as the terms. These all are the, these all are the terms. Remember, whenever we are saying anyone as the term, see this is a term, here negative sign should be with this term. Here also the positive sign with this term. Here also the positive sign with this term. Means these all are the terms with their signs. Means these signs are the included with the terms. Means we can understand now these are the terms and they are the, this plus and minus are the, just compare with the sentence as the spaces. And these space or the operations will separate the term with the another term, or the plus or minus symbol will separate the term with another term. Now I will take one term here. See, if I take the one term here, this is x cube. Here see, in this x cube, here in the before there is no number is there. Rather in 5x square, there is another number here. In 3x is there another number here. Here 4, only 4 is there. Okay. See, here this x and this 3, here also 5, here x, here 2, in the same way here 3 and here x, here only 4. Here this x is the one variable, here also x is the variable, here is the x is a variable, and this 3 is called the exponent. In the same way here 2 is the exponent, and here no number is there, That's why this 1 is the exponent. Here there is no number is there. Here we can write x power 0. This 0 is the exponent. Whereas this x is the variable. That's why this is called the polynomial with one variable. As here only x is the variable. If there is more than one variable, example, if there will be y here, then there will be two variables. If I'll say this one is the 5xy. If I will write here 5xy, means this is a polynomial with two variables. As here only one variable is there, that's why it is a one variable. Polynomial with one variable. And what about this 5 and minus 3? This 5 and minus 3 we know they are the constant terms. But remember, this 5 and minus 3 are other term as the coefficient. Now what we understood now? What is the exponent we understood? What is the variable we understood? And what is the exponent we understood? And what about this x power 0 also? And if there will be no power or no exponent, then this is called the, there will be 1 is the exponent. Now here we should understand, this is the numbers 3, 2, 1, 0. Here the 3, 2, 1, 0. What is the highest power here? This is the 3. And this 3 is called the degree of the polynomial. This is called the degree of the polynomial. Whenever we are seeing in a polynomial, the highest power should be termed as the degree of the polynomial. Means that whenever in a polynomial, if you see, I will take another example. I will write another example. See, minus 3x plus 4x cube plus 5x power 4 minus 6 by 7 x square. Here see, the highest power, here the power is the 1, here the power is the 3, here the power is the 4, here the power is the 2. Then 4 is the highest power and this is the degree is the 4. In the same way, here the degree is the 3. But remember, this power always a whole number. And it never be any rational number or any real number. That's why the condition we should remember, this should be the whole number. The power should be in whole number. Never be it will be any real number or any rational number. Understand? Now we will move to the next concept in the polynomial. That is what about the polynomial, and in the basing on the degree, what are the type of polynomials are also there. First see, if we have discussed since now about the terms, if there will be only one term, if I will say the 4 is the only one term, this is called the constant polynomial. Why it is the constant polynomial? Because the number is the constant. If I say is the 4x, this is also polynomial, but one thing, as it is a single term, this is called the monomial. If it is the 4x square plus 2x, then this is the binomial. And whether it is a polynomial or not, yes, polynomial. How it is a polynomial? Because in polygon we know if 3 sides it is triangle, if 4 sides is a quadrilateral. In the same way, in the polynomial, if one term is there, this is a monomial. If 2 terms are there, this is a binomial. And if I write 4x square plus 2x plus 5, here the 3 terms are there, this is the trinomial. Means we can say, basing on the number of sides, we can easily say what are the name of the polynomial. If I say whether it is a polynomial or not, 0, yes, it is a polynomial, but it is a 0 polynomial. What is 0 polynomial? Why this is so important? That one also we will discuss in the further classes. Now, basing on the degree, what is the degree? Degree is the highest power of a polynomial. See, if I say x or 5x. Here the degree is the 1, or 5x plus 7. Here also degree is the 1. Then this is called the linear polynomial. Why? Because the highest power of the degree is the 1. Then if I'll say 3x square plus 2, here the degree is the 2. That's why this is called a quadratic polynomial. Quadratic polynomial. And this is the word, the quadratic word came from the quadrate, that means square. As it is a power 2, we can term it as the square. That's why this is the quadratic polynomial. And if I'll say 5x cube plus 3x plus 7 plus 2x square. Here see, this is the highest power is the 3. That's why this is called the cubic polynomial. Understand? Means if any polynomial whose the basing on the number of terms, we can term as the monomial, binomial and trinomial. Basing on the degree, we can term as a linear, quadratic and cubic polynomial. Now I think the most of the students understood about some of the basic concept of the polynomial. I refer you to kindly go through your textbook, then you will see some of the basic concept in the first 1 or 2 pages. Then we can understand this about the some of what are the zeros and the geometrical representation of the polynomial. And for this, from this I will conclude my this concept, and in my next video we will understand much more in about the polynomial. Thank you.